All right, welcome back to another walkthrough video. Today, I'm going to show you a new feature inside of the Turfile platform. And this feature is for mapping the direction of cut for your staff to see while they're out on the golf course. Now, as always, I should disclose that this is just a random property with no affiliation to Turfile whatsoever. If you haven't already watched the introductory video on the handbook section, I would highly recommend you go and do that before watching this video because it will make a bit more sense. But with that said, let's just jump right into it. So I've already mapped some directions of cut on this golf course, and I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like. So I'm going to go over to the toolbar and click direction of cut. And as you can see, I have some of my key surfaces already added here. So I have my greens, my fairways, my surrounds, and my tees. So let's say we want to mow counterclockwise on our fairways today. I'm going to click counterclockwise. It's going to automatically add to the map. If I want to change it, I can. Same goes for our other surfaces. So maybe it is day one on greens. And as you can see, it changes the direction. Now this can be applicable for any surface that you've mapped inside of Turfile. So maybe we want to do an angled diamond on our surrounds, and we're going to do some stripes on our tees. So what's awesome is that this is now visible inside of the app for your team when they're viewing the handbook. So I'm going to show you how we can actually set this up. So navigate to the settings tab. And as you can see, I already have some surfaces here. But if you want to add a new surface, which you are going to have to do, you're going to click Add Surface. And it's going to show you your area ledger from the Area Manager. So it's really important that you go and map out your golf course or get Turfile to map it for you. And then this is going to be super quick. From there, you can select any surface that you would like. So maybe let's just do fairways again, for example. So I'm going to do fairways. I can select all of them. I can exclude some if I would like, and I can create surface. Now, as you can see, fairway has been added to my ledger of surfaces. So I'm going to click it and expand, and then I'm going to click add direction of cut. So here's where I'm going to choose the cut style I want. So I have three options. I can do a stripe cut, I can do a 50-50, or I can do a diamond cut. Now, any of the stripe and diamond cuts, you can actually choose the width of your stripes effectively to simulate, what mower is going to be used. And you can name this style of cut if you would like. I'm going to do 50-50. And then I'm going to click Start on Map. Now, as you can see, it's going to center the first fairway in this set of areas for me. And it's going to ask me to map out the center line of that fairway. So I have my cursor in the crosshair mode, which tells me that I'm ready to start clicking. So I'm going to navigate to the start of the fairway. I'm going to drop a point, and I am just going to mark out the center line in this fairway. And click the edge of the fairway to finish. Now it automatically shows me a preview of what that's going to look like. If I want, I can flip it, so counterclockwise versus clockwise type thing, and then I can click confirm, and it's going to jump me to the next shape. And I'm going to do this over and over until I finish. So I'm going to click cancel because I don't want to do that right now. Now, if you want to do a stripe cut, there's a bit more nuance. So let's click add direction. We'll click stripe cut. We can name it if we like. I'm going to go medium width. I'm going to click start on map. Now, as you can see, it automatically shows me a preview of this area with the stripes added. Now, I have a couple different options down below here. I can just rotate the angle to change it however I would like, or I can do more of a contour curved stripe cut, whatever you want to call it, by clicking curved. and it's going to prompt me to do the exact same thing I just did with 50-50. And this time when I'm finished, my stripe cut is curved through the fairway. So just to get a bit more, I don't know, personal to your golf course. And of course, once I click confirm, that's going to jump me to the next fairway where I can customize, click confirm again, and then I can save when I'm finished. What about diamond cut? So I'm going to click diamond. Maybe I want to do wide stripes. I'm going to click start on map. Now again, we get the preview automatically, and we can rotate this however we would like. We can also adjust the angle of our diamond cut. So if I slide this down, you can see that it gets more diamond and more closer to parallel. And then I can click confirm, and that's going to keep through all of my next surfaces. I can also change the opacity of how it like visually looks on the map. So if I go back to direction of cut here, let's just turn on fairways. We'll turn on that diamond cut. Then I'm going to go back to settings. As you can see, if I slide this up, it's going to make it more intense, or I can bring it back down and it's barely visible, so it looks more natural to your property. That's really it for this one. Hopefully some more cut styles being added into Turfile in the near future. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.